So it was a pretty quick turnaround of like Monday morning I had a job, or I had half a job, and then by the evening I didn't, and I was supposed to be working there the next day. Alright guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell from the title, I unexpectedly left my job last week. So I mean, my whole channel is about money and finances, and I wanted to be as transparent with you guys as I can be, and I didn't want to hide. I wanted to come on and just share what happened, so maybe that you guys can maybe learn something from what happened to me, and I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad to be here. Okay, I think the last time I updated you guys or shared anything about my job was in my first update video coming back into the YouTube world. Okay, I've been going to this one gym since 2019, since they opened their doors, and it's about a 25-minute drive from where I live. But the reason I joined there was because I used to work like 5 minutes down the road from that gym. So I joined that gym this year. In January, there was the same gym but different location opening up closer to where I live. It was literally like 10 minutes down the road, and so I immediately like reached out to them and wanted to see if I could get a job there, because then I could get a free membership, and I started working there. And so I just started doing like social media and front desk stuff, and I went from doing that and I got my certification to be a personal trainer, and by March, April I was training there. I ended up leaving that gym. However, I still had my CPT, my certified personal trainer license, and I wanted to train. So I reached out to my old gym and asked them if they could hire me. I basically begged them to hire me. And so they did. They gave me 1 day a week, which was super generous of them because they were not looking to hire anybody. In the meantime, there was another location opening up maybe 15, 20 minutes away from me in the other direction. And so I had asked the gym that I was now working at, I was like, hey, would you guys be okay if I also trained at this other gym? It's the same gym, just different location, and usually gyms don't share trainers. And so I just asked permission. Before I even pursued anything with them, I asked how they would feel about it, and they said that they were okay with it. This was probably in August, September maybe. I reached out to the other gym. I'm gonna call this gym B, and the gym that I had been training for 1 day a week, I'm gonna call it Gym A. So Gym B, I went to, I approached them and I was like, hey, like I'd love to train. Like I got the okay from Gym A. So I started training there. Time had gone on. I had started training there maybe like 3 days a week. I mean, up until now, they hired me, they sent me all of the paperwork, and I'm gonna be transparent about my pay just because it's important in the story. The only communication I got from them, what the pay was going to be, was through the offer letter that they sent me. The offer letter that they sent me was for $30 an hour. At the other gym, I get paid $35. And so that was kind of comparable to me, but kind of, it was a little bit lower. So I was like, it's about the same, so I'll just take it. I didn't ask anything of it, even though I felt like they could be higher, especially because this gym was closer to DC than the other one. So Gym B, that's what they said. It was $30 an hour, and I was like, cool. I signed everything and I started training there. I got my first paycheck. My first paycheck was just for like an hour and a half because I was at a meeting or something, and the rate that they paid me at was $20 an hour. I was like, that's weird. Like maybe it was a mistake that they just did that for this one paycheck, or maybe that's like what their rate is for a meeting instead of training. Maybe that's what it is. If it happens again, I'll say something, but I just didn't want to bring something up then because I had only worked for like an hour and a half. That was one paycheck, and then several weeks later I got another paycheck, and this paycheck was for like, yeah, a full pay period, and it was still at $20 an hour. And at that point, I'd already brought this up with Noah about like just this discrepancy, and I was like, yeah, if it happens again, I'll say something. So it happened again. I ended up texting the owner of Gym B. I was like, hey, the pay rate for my paycheck was at 20 an hour and my offer letter said 30 an hour. I was just wondering if there was some sort of mix up. And she was like, can I call you sometime today? And I was like, yeah. So we later that day talked on the phone. This had to have been last Monday. She was like, yeah, so it was actually a typo on your offer letter. It should have been 20 an hour, not 30 an hour. She said it starts at 20, but in January they'll do evaluations and there's potential that I could increase my pay. She didn't say necessarily that I could increase my pay to 30 plus. And I understand like Gym B it just opened. They're just now trying to start building their member base. They don't have like a full member base going. So I understand $20 an hour is so low for that job. I'm getting paid almost double at Gym A. And she was like, I can retroactively pay you for the last 2 paychecks at 30 an hour since that's what you thought you were at. She was like, I'm gonna have to send you a new offer letter at 20 an hour if that's okay with you. And I was like, at this point I already kind of knew where I was feeling and where I was going. I was like, if I'm being completely honest, like I've turned down times to train at Gym A so that I can train at Gym B, even though Gym A is paying me $35 and Gym B is now apparently paying me $20. And I was like, yeah, I've turned down times to train at Gym A so I could train at Gym B. I was like, if I'm being completely honest, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do 20 an hour. I was like, I will talk to my husband and I will get back to you about that later. But that's just kind of where I'm at right now. And she was pretty receptive of it. She received what I said, and I called Noah and he was pretty angry. And I then called the owner of Gym A and explained everything to her, and she's so nice. And I was just like, I don't really like know what to do. I'm kind of angry right now. And she was like, yeah, I'd understand that. I ended up calling the owner of Gym B later that night, and I just told her, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to train at 20 an hour. I understand that some trainers may be new to the field, so they may not have as much experience, but I am not. Like, I've been training at this other gym this whole time. And when I started at the first gym, which I should have called, I'm gonna call Gym C, the one that I left because of management. Gym C, before they were even open, before I really had any experience training, they were paying me more than 20 an hour. So I'm just over here like, there's just some discrepancy there. And so I was like, it's just not worth it for me. And I was like, if I'm being completely honest, because there had been like a lack of trainers in the area, I was like, if I'm being completely honest, like I really don't think you're gonna hire good trainers at $20 an hour. You're just not gonna find them, especially when there's other gyms in the area hiring for more. I was just completely honest with her, and I felt bad saying that. And then I talked to the owner of Gym A, and the owner of Gym A was like, no, I think that was good feedback for her to hear, just to know like generally what other gyms are paying in the area. So it was a pretty like quick turnaround of like, Monday morning I had a job, or I had half a job, and then by the evening I didn't, and I was supposed to be working there the next day. So it was just a quick turnaround of like, well shoot, I don't have like a full job. I think I just posted the video of living on $6,000 a month when this all happened. I think I posted it or I just filmed it. I can't remember. But then this all happened, and I mean, like, we were counting on the money I was making going towards like our budget. So the reason I'm explaining all of this to you guys is hopefully so that you can learn something. I think one thing I should have done that I did not do was ask them from the beginning what they were paying, because I had put in so much time and so much energy to be there and to get to know the members, and now it was all kind of like not for nothing, but not what I was expecting. So I really hope this is all making sense. How I'm doing now, I think in the moment of it happening, I was pretty angry. Not angry at like the situation or frustrated, like I was kind of just angry with them for not double checking the number that was on my offer letter. Like what they had said was that they were told, it was communicated to me what the pay was, that it was at 20 an hour. And I was like, no one communicated that to me. The only communication I got was through that letter. And I just think for an employer, that's an important number to get right when you're sending an offer letter. And so I guess I had a lot of frustration about that. However, like throughout this whole process of training, like it was physically exhausting me to be training as much as I was, and I wasn't even training that much. And like I was always on my feet, I was always like with people, and I think just like physically I get tired very easily. And so part of me was like relieved that this thing was lifted off of my shoulders without me having to do anything about it. I had a lot of gladness for that happening, that it all played out like that. I think deep down that's kind of how I had wanted it to all play out. So I'm glad that I like stuck by my beliefs. Like the easiest thing for me to have done would have just been to like roll over and say like, okay, I'll take 20 an hour if that's all you can pay, like, but not knowing my actual worth. So I mean, there are a lot of things that I could do for more than $20 an hour. So that's where we are at. I've had some time to think since that all played out just about what I want to do moving forward. I like thought about getting another part-time job, not really necessarily about getting the money, but just where do I want to spend my time? Because I'm not in golf season right now, so I'm not playing. It's way too cold outside to be there. In that whole process, I was like, you know what? I really want to give this YouTube thing like my best shot. Like the last like month when I've been like, yeah, I'm back. I've been uploading videos. They've just been like videos that I've made on the fly, but not really things that I'm like glad that I created. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, I do want to give this YouTube thing like my best shot. Whatever that looks like, I really just want like God to lead in like what this YouTube channel comes of. I don't really know. Like I've already like changed directions a couple times and like what this channel was going to be. And so I'm kind of just like moving with where the spirit leads, I guess. I'm still working at Gym A part-time, and actually right now there's a trainer that's injured, so I'm covering a lot of her time. So right now there's not a lot of difference in what I was doing before versus what I'm doing now. I think I am just gonna give it my all. Give this YouTube thing my best shot, whatever that looks like. In that process, the reason I can do all of this is because I have viewers and subscribers who are really nice and like to watch my videos, and there are ways that you guys can help without even like paying anything. So I would say like honestly just watching my videos is super helpful. Watching, commenting if you guys want to comment, if you have something that you want to say or comment about something I said, like please go write that down in the comments down below. Liking my videos, that all helps like my videos get traction. So that's one thing. I mean, there are ads on my videos, and I do make money from the ads. The best thing you guys can do is just like watch an ad if you guys want to. I'm not telling you guys to. Like if you guys want to watch an ad, it does help my channel. And then also I do one-on-one coaching. So if you ever want to meet with me one-on-one to talk to me about like a financial situation that you're in or some decision that you need to make that you may just need like help on, I do offer one-on-one coaching, which I do not a ton just because my time is limited in that, but I will have the link down below if you want to submit for that, if you do want to meet with me one-on-one. Oh, or most of my videos have some sort of like affiliate link. If I use something or if I talk about something and it's down in the description bar, even just going through and seeing if it's something you're interested in. Those are all ways you can help me. I'm really careful to not come across as like desperate for you guys to like do all of these things. Like I'm not. Like I'm super open to wherever God takes this channel, and like obviously it's me deciding what I want to post and do. The most fun way for me to be doing this is to have engagement from you guys, just because I mean I make content so that you guys can watch it. Obviously I don't want to make content that you guys don't want to watch or that you guys don't enjoy. So with that all said, if you have any comments, things that you may want to see from me, videos you may want me to make, or any input about anything, I'm happy to hear. I'm all ears. You can comment down in the description bar below. If you guys want to leave a comment, feel free to. You don't have to. You don't have to be watching my videos. I do appreciate all of you guys that do watch my videos. Like it is bonkers for me to think about like this is something I created during COVID and like this is where it is now. Thank you guys for watching this long rambly video. This video will be a bonus video for this week, so look out for a video coming later this week. I think I'm gonna post one on Saturday. I'm not on my normal like posting schedule, but life changes and that's what happens. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.